have a question, chat. Is it the case that it's more entertaining to hear content creators make fun of Disney rather than watch Disney movies themselves? Because I think we got to that point, but maybe it's the type of people that I surround myself with. But the reality is, I remember when I grew up, like everyone was talking about Frozen, everyone was talking about Tangled. There were memes with those on the internet, and it wasn't like just for kids. Like, no, adults would go and watch Frozen, or they would go and watch Tangled, and then they would talk about it and make memes, and it was great. But recently, I don't see that happening. In fact, I see people making constant fun of Disney to the point where Disney has to admit that, yeah, the market doesn't want them. And they talk about this with their shareholders. Like, they flat out admit that they are a far left, radical, extremist political organization, which happens to make some entertainment here and there. But what they actually want people to understand is that they know that it's not profitable. They are aware that going woke means going broke. However, they're not going to change. This is astonishing. Like, I never thought I would see something like this, and I will read it to you guys in a bit. But basically, the reason that it's astonishing is that, like, what is a person that invests in a company? Well, usually, when a person has too much money, they want to invest it in something, right? To do some good for the community, like to help, in this case, a company produce more. But they also want their investment back. Like, they also want the money that they have to not lose value due to inflation, right? To make more money so that when they retire, they can leave something for their children after they pass away. But, like, if you do it with Disney, like, they flat out tell you, do not do it with us because we're not interested in making a profit. So here you have the annual report. And this is something that Disney has to do every year, like every other company in the United States. And they also have to warn potential shareholders and stockholders of the risk that investors are accepting if they hold or choose to purchase Disney stocks. Right, so there's a lot of word salad, as you can see. And they start off by saying that they do face risks in misalignment with public and consumer tastes and preferences for entertainment. Right, so in other words, they say that, look, even if we make something like really high quality, due to the nature of the business that we're in, it's always possible that it may not land well. It's always possible that due to society and the changes in culture, like we can make a really good movie that looks great, but people may not be interested. That's their first argument, right? So, like, for instance, they can make a really good Marvel movie, but maybe people are experiencing, like, superhero fatigue, or they're not interested in that particular movie, or maybe you have DC Comics publishing something else. So, you know, like, it's a risky business. This is how they're starting. And then they say that, well, most of our stuff is going on streaming, and it's basically home entertainment, but also out-of-home entertainment. So it's a lot of blah, blah, blah. But the interesting part is the one here, down below. The one with black. Further consumer perception of our positions on matter of public interest, including our efforts to achieve certain of our environmental and social goals, often differ widely. Okay, like, I want you to understand, it doesn't differ a little bit. No, it differs widely and presents risk to our reputation and brands. Consumer tastes and preferences impact, among other things, revenue from advertising sale, affiliate fees, subscription fees rating, theatrical films receive, licenses of rights, etc. So in other words, as it says here, like, we recognize that our far left social and political agenda has damaged our company's reputation and profits, but we have no idea, we have no interest in changing it. And look at here, like, this is what fascinates me, like how aware they are. They basically say that it can affect the reputation of our brands. I mean, this is monstrously huge, right? Like here's the thing: your brand as a company is the most important asset. Like people are willing to put up with a lot of shit that a company does. They are willing to buy even if the product isn't perfect, just due to the brand. Like for instance, I remember when Blizzard actually did have a brand, and they released StarCraft at the time. It was online only when it came out, Wings of Liberty, right? So you had to have an online collection, even to play StarCraft in single player. You had to connect once. They changed it afterwards, but at the beginning it was like that. And Diablo 3 is another example. Like, even if you wanted to play in single player, you had to connect in order to use their auction house. And gamers put up with it. Like, gamers didn't complain. Meanwhile, another company, EA Games, made SimCity, which also had an online-only connection, and gamers tore EA apart. Like, it was considered to be like one of the worst companies for doing something like that. So why is EA getting shafted, but Blizzard not? It's because of the brand. Like, people had good memories with Blizzard. They liked Blizzard. Steam is another example. Like, Steam can get away with a lot of shit. Even far-left journalists from Kotaku and Polygon are afraid to talk shit about Steam, because they have a good brand. It's kind of like, you know, when you like a person, like they're your friend, and they do something that they fuck up and you're willing to forgive them. But if you have another person that you dislike, and they do even like a tiny thing, it annoys you a lot. That's the importance of a brand. And here you have Disney saying that, yes, we are aware that our political activism as a political party, like the presidential debates should be set with the mouse, is damaging our brand, is making us lose money, double digits in losses, by the way, but we're going to still go through it. Because it's in the public interest, even though the public, apparently, as they say here, widely differ with our interests, right? So it's in the public interest, but our interests widely differ from the public, but we're going to do it anyway because we decided it's in the public interest. These people, I don't know what to say, man. They're going to run out of money eventually. And I hope their investors are happy. I mean, you can't blame their investors at this point, because they know what they're getting into. They're basically saying, yeah, Disney is not a company you want to invest to make a profit. You invest in us in order to achieve our political goals. Let me know what you guys think, and as usual, I'll see you in the comment section. Take care.